Circular economy practices provide solutions to some of the most critical sustainable development challenges in the world. Sustainable development is about meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Both the Paris Agreement and the Sustainable Development Goals, as set out by the United Nations as part of the 2030 Agenda, outlined a blueprint for the global action required to achieve prosperity in the future. And it's circular economy thinking that is going to be essential in addressing some of the most urgent challenges we will have to overcome in order to meet these goals. Let's take a look at the United Nations SDGs firstly. There are 17 goals, each with its own set targets, with 169 targets in total. Circular economy practices have strong relationships with most of the goals, but especially with the following 6. Take for instance the goal around responsible consumption and production. Circular economy thinking supports urban composting and community farming initiatives, as well as food sharing platforms and initiatives. Comparing these to the targets, you can see how effective circular economy practices will be in achieving the targets of halving per capita global food waste at the retail and consumer levels and reducing food losses along production and supply chains by 2030. In addition, circular economy practices can be implemented in order to substantially reduce waste generation through prevention, reduction, recycling and reuse by 2030. Such practices include extending product lifetimes and enhancing repairability, as well as implementing 3R practices at all levels of society and economy. Also, implementing anaerobic digestion, composting and gasification technologies for organic waste help to achieve this target. As another example, let's explore the goal around clean water and sanitation. CE thinking looks to achieve closed-loop systems for recycling and reuse of sewage, but also the recycling of wastewater silt. Thus, CE practices will help to achieve the targets of having safe and affordable drinking water for all, as well as improving the water quality by reducing pollution. But CE practices can also contribute to achieve the goals outlined in the Paris Agreement. The aim of the Paris Agreement is to help combat global warming. In addition to the objectives of reducing emissions, there is a long-term goal of climate change adaptation and goal to adjust financial flows towards low-carbon and climate-sustainable development. CE practices, for example, chemical leasing, nutrient recovery in agriculture, substituting materials in construction sectors, and models of shared ownership in transport systems could decrease even 7.5 billion tons of carbon dioxide equivalent globally. This would reconcile half of the current gap of emissions to achieve the target of limiting global warming to under 1.5 degrees Celsius as planned in the Paris Agreement. CE practices should therefore be seen as a toolbox to help us reach a significant quantity of the targets and goals outlined in these partnerships. Anywhere we can apply CE thinking, we will be aiding the global effort and creating a more sustainable future for everyone.